Here in 2025, and we have 4 games today, beginning with the number 1 seed Jackson State taking on Alabama State Hornets, the number 8 seed. 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5. Games at 10, 1, 4, and 7. Matt Peterson pleased to be joined by the 4-time MLS Cup champion Eddie Robinson. Eddie, perfect weather, and we're excited to be here today.
Oh, man, if you're a player coming out here today, as in years past, it's been a lot colder, a lot chillier. What a perfect day for soccer.
Jackson State, the best team in the SWAC in the regular season, the best defense by far. And for Alabama State, and for first-year head coach Elisa Wilson, she's trying to instill some confidence. We talked to her before the match today, Eddie. She said we have to believe.
Oh, I mean, that's the only way. And you can throw all results from the season out the window when the playoffs start. I mean, it's just a different attitude. It's a different atmosphere. It's like that everywhere in the world. And so this game's going to be tightly contested, I believe.
And now, please rise, gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. The Southwestern Athletic Conference with Gatorade and their mission to get more athletes in
A few high fives now before kickoff. A sunny day on the hilltop of Prairie View A&M. And the favorites, Jackson State, trying to get back to the championship game. For Alabama State, they are healthy, they are ready to go, they are ready to compete. For Jackson State, the most stingy offense and most stingy defense in the league. And Dr. Ted Flogaitis, their head coach, we talked to him before the game, and he was surprised there was no love for his back line. Best defensive record in the league, none of the back line voted first team All-SWAC.
Unbelievable. I mean, when you look at their results before the game kicks off, their last 6 results, they shut out their opponent. 6 in a row. I mean, that says something right there. So a bit surprising, but you know those players are going to have a chip on their shoulder today.
Jackson State tested itself with a good non-conference schedule, playing Kentucky, Western Kentucky, and Middle Tennessee. He said if we can't win on the road, we can't win a championship. So they prepared themselves for what is basically a road game here today. It's a neutral site, but they had to travel to get here. The only team that didn't have to travel is Prairie View A&M. And they calm before the storm. You've been in those huddles. What do you think these players are talking about right before kickoff here?
Well, I'm sure you've got seniors in both teams that are saying, listen, we're going to go out there and put it on the line for the rest of you. We expect the same. If we don't play well, this could be the last game we play in college, and nobody wants that. They want to continue on. They're going to need to be physical, though, especially when they're chasing that back line of Jackson State.
Jackson State, 7 wins, 6 losses, 3 ties on the season, 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie in SWAC play. Most recently, a 1-0 home win against Southern. Now, these teams met in Montgomery, a 2-0 win for Jackson State at the end of September. Four quarterfinals today. It's 8 versus 1 here. 7 versus 2 to come, then 6-3 and 4-5. The winners of the 4 quarterfinals meet in 2 semifinals tomorrow, starting at 3 o'clock Central Time. Here we go from Prairie View. It's the SWAC Women's Soccer Championship. Jackson State, the number 1 seed, is in blue. Alabama State, the 8 seed, is in white.
Great idea there from Kayla Williams. Just couldn't quite combine, but Jackson State is ready to push this game. I bet they understand that if they can get an early goal, it'll really put Alabama State on their heels.
A goal in each half in the first meeting. Kayla Williams, 5 minutes in, and then Kayla Williams in the 54th minute. She supplied both goals in a Jackson State win. And that was on the road. Second game of the SWAC season for both teams. Deep throw in coming here. The wind often is a factor here at Prairie View A&M for this tournament. The wind is blowing at the backs of Alabama State in this first half. So you would say the onus is on them to maybe get a goal in this first half, because they'll be going into the wind in the second half.
Yeah, especially, if you're going to play long balls, try to find your forward's feet. And again, keep pressure on the Jackson State back line. Don't allow them to play out easily.
There's a shot and it's blocked. Good first chance for Alabama State in the early minutes. Pressing high, forcing a turnover.
This is exactly what you want to do if you're Alabama State right now. Try to keep that ball in your opponent's half the field. Great pass.
Jackson State pushing forward. Long switch here. It's a beautiful switch. It's headed central and cleared well by Tatiana Williams. Alabama State 2 wins this season. A new head coach in Alicia Wilson. 1 win in conference play. They entered this tournament on a 2-game losing streak. They did beat Arkansas Pine Bluff 3 games ago. Left side, space, back to the right foot. That shot is well saved. Tremendous save. First shot she has faced. Corinne Brooks passed the test.
That's an excellent save. She does so well to get her feet planted as this shot comes on goal. She's not sure. Usually the attacking player goes for the far post in that situation. But if you get your feet planted, you can react quick enough, as she did there.
Corinne Brooks, keeper. She's from Garden, Florida. Went to Newberry College. She's a senior, and that was a tremendous save at the near post. Corner kick coming here 3 minutes in for Jackson State. Get that one out of the system.
Oh, that'll be disappointing. Got your SWAC head coach of the year looking on, Dr. Ted Flagaitis. He's not going to be happy with that one. And we know how important set pieces are, Matt. I mean, we talk about them almost every week.
Direct play here. The encouraging side.
Great play.
That is a nice ball. Good first touch. It's Williams. One way that Alabama State can be encouraged, Eddie, is they have been scoring goals lately. They lost 4-2 on Halloween last game out. Put 2 past Arkansas Pine Bluff. So last 3 games played, 4 total goals scored.
Yeah, I'm certain that.
There's a cross. It comes in. The offside flag was up.
I'm certain that Ted Flagaitis, the head coach of Jackson State, was telling his players, look, we can't take this game lightly. But I love seeing Jackson State, just that combination play through the midfield, being patient.
Last season, it was Southern winning the championship over Texas Southern, the 1 seed. Jackson State was the 5 seed last year. It lost the first game to Alabama A&M in the 5-4 matchup.
Again, that play through midfield, Matt, that combination play, those little one touches.
Alabama State was the 6 seed last year. It lost the first game to Southern in the first round. So both teams trying to make it past the first day after going down on day 1 last year. Last year, Eddie, the chalk held out. 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3 in the semifinals. The 3 seed Southern beat Texas Southern. An upset win to win the title.
Well, for every season it goes that way. There's always going to be one in there somewhere where, you know, most people that are keeping up with the league don't expect to see coming. But this is a playoff atmosphere now. Play. Again, a lot of good one-touch passing to that midfield. But you got to be careful in these situations.
They tried to play the direct ball. It was well defended by Kiana Farmer.
But smart from Jackson State, Matt. They always have an extra defender. That's why they've been so good this year. They always make sure they've got numbers up in case there are poor turnovers like we just saw there.
Hard foul in midfield. Free kick coming down for Jackson State.
Wow. If I'm head coach Alicia Wilson, I'm happy to see that early in the game.
Now, the only main award won by Jackson State, Taylor Osborne, the goalkeeper of the year. She's a freshman from Fort St. Lucie, Florida. Pretty rare for a freshman to win goalkeeper of the year, but she had a tremendous season. As Eddie talked about, 6 straight clean sheets to end the regular season. Here's a restart for Jackson State. And she went into her own teammate to get there, and the offside flag was up.
You don't want to waste those opportunities if you're the Jackson State attackers. I mean, that's a perfect ball. The goalkeeper hesitates just a little bit, Corinne Brooks. And it's put right in the right spot where she can't just come out and grab it easily.
They will decide to play short out of the back. And they did well to break the pressure. Good work from Alabama State. It stays in play. Decision time for the goalkeeper. She will come out and make the play, Taylor Osborne.
That's very good play from Jackson State. Or excuse me, Alabama State. They're giving Jackson State a little bit of their own medicine. That 1-2 combination to get out of the immediate pressure.
Three first-team all SWAC picks for Alabama State. Taylor Osborne, the goalkeeper, Sarah Portis, and Brian Hawthorne Harper. Kayla Williams from Toronto, Ontario.
Ooh, wow.
Crunching challenge.
Yeah,
and a free kick is coming. Williams remains down.
If you're Alabama State, you're going to need to play hard with tackles, but you got to be careful.
Zita Chevalier.
I'll be honest, I'm a bit surprised she didn't receive a yellow card there. There's another great opportunity on a set piece now.
Jata Chevalier with that challenge. She is from Winter Garden, Florida. 3 in the wall here for Alabama State. First team all-conference pick, Sarah Portis will deliver. She's a senior from Anaheim, California. Went to Catella High School. Driven towards the back post.
Oh, great ball. with just the bend away from the goalkeeper. I thought at first she was going to be able to come get it, did Corrine Brooks. And we talk so much about wasted opportunities. You'll see here again as this ball just drifts away. And you were speaking about the wind earlier on, and that helped move that ball away from the goalkeeper. But wasted opportunities, especially in postseason play, can come back to haunt you.
10 minutes in, very entertaining start. Our first quarterfinal of the day, number 1 seed, the regular season champ Jackson State, taking on the 8 seed Alabama State. There's a cross to the back post. She'll let it bounce once. Kayla Williams waits for support.
Keep an eye on the left back for Alabama State after that challenge a few minutes ago. Zeta Chevalier. She's holding that rib cage.
Wasn't sure about the whistle. Now the center referee will blow it loudly and the throw-in will come. And a goal kick coming.
Well, she might be feeling still a little bit of pain from that tackle earlier, but Chevalier has been very important today in doing the work on Kayla Williams.
Number 19, Madeline Dixie.
First change for Alabama State and Alicia Wilson. Madeline Dixie, a junior from Fairhope, Alabama, comes on for Aaliyah Carter. Chess match here on these restarts for Alabama State. They've gone short on a few. This one looks like a direct, long restart. It was touched. They will consider playing. That was really unusual. Some confusion there for Alabama State. If it is touched, the defensive team can go challenge.
Yes.
And the crowd was urging on Kayla Williams to go challenge.
I think she was as confused as we were on that one.
Credit to the fans for staying alert
Yeah.
and keeping their eyes on the game.
A great turn.
To the back post. Good defending.
Great turn from Hawthorne Harper, and that's another player that head coach Ted Fagaitis mentioned before the game.
Diagonal ball attempted there by the Floridian, Zata Chevalier. Now the goalkeeper there, Taylor Osborne, Fort Pierce Central High School in Florida.
I like the idea from Chevalier, but just take a bit of pace off it. Your center forward's got some room to work.
Nice push here from Jackson State.
Now look how many Alabama State defenders get behind the ball.
That's a good finish, just past the far post.
Wow.
Would have been a spectacular goal there from Jackson State. First time on the volley with the left foot.
Jackson State did a great job getting numbers behind the ball, but as this ball goes wide, this is a great cross. Again, put in a really good place where the goalkeeper can't come, and that little touch just misses the far post. Wow.
Believe it was Sarah Portis. She played it wide. She thrust into the box. She tried to finish first time. Would have been a great team goal for Jackson State. Foul. Free kick one.
Quinster Mensa in there in the midfield. We've seen a couple of hard challenges from her today.
Eddie, I know you appreciate those.
Oh, I do. I certainly do.
Go, Keith.
It does have an effect mentally on your opponents. They start looking for you.
Kiana Farmer with the restart. And a foul is called. A physical start to this game, a push there on the Jackson State Tigers.
I think that's really going to benefit Alabama State, this physical play. Because Jackson State likes to play a little bit more, play through the middle, 1 and 2 touch. But I'm certain head coach Alicia Wilson was probably very, very certain that if they could match this Jackson State team physically, they're going to give themselves a chance.
Alicia Wilson, head coach of Alabama State. First season in charge. Introduced at the end of March. Short run up to this season. 15 years of coaching experience. 10 years at Navarro College in Texas. 5 years at University of West Florida. Interestingly, she also had a stint with the Jamaica women's senior national team in 2020 CONCACAF Olympic qualifying, which was held in Edinburgh, Texas.
So she's going to be aware of what type of games that Alabama State needs to play, how they need to play. This game physical. And they need to make sure they use those counterattack opportunities because there's a lot of space between the Jackson State back four and their midfield. So they have opportunities for counters.
Kiana Farmer with the restart. It's a good delivery. Dangerous collision here. Empty net and cleared. Rian Hawthorne Harper stays down in the box. She collided with the goalkeeper. This shot comes in and it's wide.
Get another look at it here. It's another very good ball in a dangerous area. The goalkeeper commits, you've got to come. And fortunately, she gets enough on the ball. Looks like Hawthorne Harper is going to be okay, I believe. Tell you what, she won't want to miss this game. She's a competitor.
Back to her feet. After the turnover, edge of the box for Jackson State.
Good to step out and win it back. This is what we're going to see. Look how many players Jackson State has behind the ball. All but the lone center forward. Emmanuela Yapi.
Yapi from Ivory Coast to Berkshire High School.
Those are the moments that this Alabama State team needs to keep their composure when they win it in that midfield. There is a lot of space behind Jackson State's midfield in front of the defenders.
She stays onside. Kayla Williams. Good first touch, but then slipped as she tried to keep it in play. Here comes one change for Alabama State. Trying to keep the bodies fresh in the first half First-year head coach Alicia Wilson. Her husband, Oscar Lopez, is her assistant coach.
Substitute for number 8, Erica
Works with the
Matthews.
goalkeepers.
Number 6, Adriana Gallucci.
Adriana Gallucci comes on. Freshman from Ontario, MP St. Joseph High School.
Probably a lot colder in Ontario today than it is here.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's one of the draws for those Canadian players coming down to the American Southeast or Southwest. Enjoy warmer weather for most of the year.
It's a perfect day today. I can't get over how wonderful it is.
Osborne, no pressure. And now a chance with some space in midfield here for Alabama State. Good angle to keep it in play. Kayla Williams pushes forward. Oh, centers this ball. Well defended again by Alabama State.
That's a great ball from Kayla Williams. But the run on that late post was just a touch late. She couldn't get across. That center back.
Corner kick here for Jackson State. Towards the spot, it's headed wide.
That's more like it from Cabaldo. Tablado, excuse me. Great ball. They're getting some good looks, Jackson State.
They played short once or twice. They've gone more direct here as the half's gone along. There's a direct restart from a goal kick. Patient defending there.
I think it's probably the best idea for Alabama State to do that. Oh, don't mind an early cross.
Tenacious work right there from Yappi.
Great ball. Lila Jackson showing her speed. One of the players that Coach Ted Flagates says doesn't get enough credit. We saw why there.
That cross comes in. Chance here for Jackson State. Some contact in the box will be called on the offensive player.
Well, you certainly cannot argue with the work effort and the work rate that Alabama State is putting in today. A bit unfortunate. I would rather just see that a no call and let them keep playing.
Osborne taking her time before the restart. Strong defending there. Free kick is given. This back line, 7 total shutouts, 6 consecutive clean sheets for Jackson State.
Great 1v1 defending here, and you see the tug on the jersey. But this is what Jackson State's been the most proud of this year, is their defending and their ability to, in certain situations, recover, defend the counterattack. But in situations like that, just be patient. You mentioned it a minute ago. Patient defending is very good. Because when you go diving in, you lose all your momentum, and that forward can just skip past you.
Restart coming at midfield. So far, Alabama State has weathered the storm, facing the number 1 seed, Jackson State.
And they are holding their own.
Madeline Dixie to restart. Went to Fairhope High School in Alabama. Headed backward. Danger is here for Jackson State. They take no chances, conceding a corner kick.
Alabama State, you can see their confidence just starting to grow as this game moves on.
Manuela Yappi will deliver. Abidjan, Ivory Coast is where she is from. She's a freshman. Push in the back. Didn't have to do it, but she did, and now it's a free kick for Jackson State.
Yeah, we'll get another look at it here. It's completely unnecessary because you see right there, there's Mensa waiting to defend. You don't need to do this here.
And Brianna Seitz with the push in the back. The senior from Cedarburg, Wisconsin, gives a free kick here for Jackson State. 11 games, 10 starts for Taylor Osborne, the goalkeeper of the year. 44 saves. Led the conference in 4 goalkeeping categories. Goals against average 0.6. Shutouts and saves. Good energy on that Alabama State bench. They're the 8 seed. They don't care.
No, and I mean, listen, they feel it too. The same thing we feel up here. They're starting to grow in confidence. And Jackson State's going to need to be careful. We felt the momentum now. Where most of the first half, the ball's been in Alabama State's half. Now it's been in Jackson State's.
They drop deep right on top of the 18-yard box. The free kick will come from midfield. Delivered here by Dixie. Missed clearance. Boy, for a team so sound defensively, we're seeing them just miss simple clearances on these restarts.
Yeah. And that's the issue that you have in the postseason, because you sometimes forget that the other players don't want their season to end yet. Your opponents, they're going to fight tooth and nail, and that's what we've seen today from Alabama State.
Throw in coming for Jackson State.
Obviously, Jackson State very capable of some really good build-up play through the midfield. As we see here again.
Williams has been effective on the right side. She's at the end line. Low cross towards the spot. First time hit. And it's covered up by Corinne Brooks.
Well, what you may not be able to see on this replay, but on the back post, You've got a separate forward who moves away further towards the back post to open up that space in there. Man, good awareness. Great awareness from Jackson State.
Punted away by Brooks. Referee had a good view. He let them play on. Good 50-50 challenge from both players. A decision making from Alabama State there, Eddie. They have a 6 versus 5 moment in midfield. If they find someone's feet, they have a chance to break there.
That's where they've been having their biggest problem today. I will speak a lot more about the gap between Jackson State's back four and their midfield. Those are the places that you just need to roll it into their feet. Let them hold off the defender. Maybe they draw a foul in a good spot. Maybe they turn.
There is quite a gap. We're seeing Jackson State sit pretty deep here. I mean, from back line to the front line, it's about 50 yards, Eddie.
Yeah.
Good shoulder challenge. I like the way the referee's letting this physicality go. And now here's the decision-making time, right here in this moment. Can she keep possession? She lost possession. Now they're exposed in the back. Her position's vacated. It's fallen here for Kalia Williams to open the score for Jackson State. It's off the post and covered up by Corinne Brooks.
Wow. Now this whole play comes from that tackle right there in midfield, right here. Oh, and that she does the smart thing, just opens herself to pass it into that far post. And just that post not kind to her today. Oh, goodness, the goalkeeper's best friend in those situations. But a little bit of extra effort in the midfield is what put her through on goal. And now let's see what happens in the next few minutes, because do we see another momentum change? Oh, very good. Great strength.
Clever turn. It's on here for Jackson State. But a strong right-footed clearance from Ramsey Griffith, the freshman from Spring Branch, Texas. A stoppage here. 2 players down in midfield, 1 further upfield for Jackson State. 15 minutes left, first quarterfinal. Matt Peterson with the 4-time MLS Cup champion, Eddie Robinson. Quarterfinal Thursday, semifinal Friday tomorrow, and championship Sunday 3 days away. Both these teams lost on day 1 last year. Jackson State lost in the championship to Grambling State 2 years ago as the 2 seed.
And these tackles right here, they hurt. And it's a 50-50 ball. Both players go in clean. But when you're the one that's just a touch late, sometimes you get the cleats right on the top of your foot, and that can hurt.
Jackson State last tournament championship came in the 2022 season. They entered the tournament as the 1 seed. They beat Grambling State after extra time 4-2. And Grambling State scored in the final seconds of regulation on a corner kick. It was a reviewed call. Did the ball cross the line before 0? The refs checked. Inconclusive. They went to extra time. But Jackson State got off the mat with 2 extra time goals for a 4-2 win. So Jackson State looking for its first tournament title in 3 years.
Substitutions for number 23, Kyla Tablado. Number 8, Michaela Day.
Michaela Day comes on. She's a sophomore from San Jose, California, went to Silver Creek High School. And she just entered for Desire Tablado, the junior from Phoenix.
She's had a good game so far. Hopefully she's be okay and be able to come back in.
Our Alabama State's last tournament title came in 2020. Came here in Prairie View,
Wow, that's
beating Grambling State in the championship.
Zeta Chevalier's going to have to be careful because that's twice now. And you see it. This is a great first-time pass to get it out wide and then just right through the back of her. This referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. I don't think it's anything that Kayla Williams haven't had to deal with this season.
So this is interesting. They're putting 3 in the wall. I think that more danger is Kayla Williams on the right side. You could play her 1v1 here. Instead, they go the long way. It might trouble the goalkeeper. It's tipped up and over the bar. Corner kick coming.
Ooh. Sometimes goalkeepers can get caught between two minds in these situations. As it comes in, she's thinking immediately, I'm going to catch this. Well, nope, wait a minute, maybe I'm not. Make sure you just keep the ball out of the net. Take the safe option. I'm all right with it.
Corner kick, Jackson State. Scoreless first half, 13 minutes left, 1-4, quarterfinals today here in Prairie View. Michaela Day, the San Jose, California, delivers. Good spot, punched out by Brooks. Cleared out towards midfield.
Got to always make sure you get a goalkeeper or a running cross the front of the goalkeeper because that keeps them stay at home, keeps them honest. That was a great cross.
Another foul after Alayla Jackson threw it in. Jordan Williams committed the foul. She's a freshman from Lexington, Kentucky, Frederick Douglass High School. Restart here from Kiana Farmer. Big challenge outside the box. Now a chance. 4 versus 3 for Alabama State. Here come the Hornets. Direct ball. Well defended.
And this is what Jackson State's been doing all season. They understood they were outnumbered, so the center backs for Jackson State do the smart thing. They compact themselves in the middle of the field, force Alabama State wide. Very well coached.
Taylor Osborne, goalkeeper of the year in the SWAC. Uses the punt. Free kick given. Ryan Hawthorne Harper, first team all-conference pick, doesn't like the call. She transferred from Southern in conference to Jackson State. Fourteen starts for Ryan Hawthorne Harper. 5 goals, 1 assist. Direct restart. That one's better defended. Came off the side of the head on a clearance.
We could hear Coach Alicia Harper from up here saying not in the middle. Don't cross it into the middle where it could easily fall through to the goalkeeper. Just a little bit too far inside. Always want to try to create an angle on those to get it back across the face of goal.
Adriana Gallucci checks on. Freshman from Ontario, Canada, went to MP St. Joseph High School. Shouts for a handball. Where was it? Some words for the assistant referee near the corner flag. Right outside the penalty area. Handball, free kick now for Alabama State.
I mean, from our angle, that's really difficult to see. If it's on the line, it's in the box. But the assistant referee does a great job of communicating with the center official there because she was so much closer.
And Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not where the feet of the defender are. It's
Right,
where
it's
the
where the
ball
ball
is
is.
when it hits the hand.
Correct.
So it's that vertical plane like football. Where would the ball have been? Here's the restart to the near post. It's alive for Alabama State and now cleared.
So smart, and they almost pulled it off.
Long range strike is over the goal frame. Good idea in that moment from Zata Chevalier.
I think the Jackson State defenders fell asleep there for just a second. Great awareness on that quick free kick across the face of goal.
Zata Chevalier from distance.
No, it's still 0-0, but this has been an entertaining first half, Matt.
It's been very, very entertaining. Both teams going for it. Sometimes you see a real bit of caginess, a bit of conservativeness. Neither team wanted to make a mistake. I think Alabama State's been pretty aggressive as a number 8 seed.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Better there into the
what a
feet
turn.
of Yappy.
Great tackle, good recovery.
Kiana Farmer with that challenge.
Yeah, she's been very composed in that center back position today. Shows a recovery speed there.
Here comes a change for Dr. Ted Flogaitis, the coach of the year in the SWAC.
Number 4.
In the SWAC.
Number 4.
Come on. At a Red Oak High School in Texas. She's a sophomore. And she enters here for Serenity Safiula. I beg your pardon.
Asia Wilson, I believe.
Yeah, you're right. Asia Wilson's coming on. Got the teams mixed up. It's day one. Game 1 out of
Yeah.
4. Got to ease into it. We see the limp of Ryan Hawthorne Harper.
Asia Wilson.
Wilson, sophomore from Las Vegas, Palo Verde High School. And the first team all-conference player. See if she gets some treatment on the sideline. It was a grimace as she walked off.
That was from that collision with the goalkeeper, Green Brooks, earlier.
That shot's well wide.
Well, for as important as Hawthorne Harper is for Jackson State, you got to remember that you've got the opportunity to play 3 games in 4 days. So sometimes you've got to manage those small little injuries that could turn into something bigger if you're not careful. Ooh, great tackle. Again, very smart from the center backs for Jackson State. It's always 2 versus 1. And from some of the things that we've seen today from Yappy, excuse me, you've got to defend her with 2. She can turn you quick.
Keep the pressure, Blue. Keep the pressure.
6 shots for Jackson State, 2 for Alabama State. 3 on target so far for the 1 seed Jackson State. No shots on target so far for Alabama State. Corner kicks, a 3-2 edge for Jackson State.
I would venture to guess that head coach Ted Flagaitis of Jackson State's going to agree with me when he says there are 2 opportunities that Jackson State wasted in this first half. And he's going to make sure to remind them they can't afford to do that in the second.
Coming.
Really good defending there from Kiana Farmer again. So composed back there, but she's got to be careful. They're going to try to get under her skin.
Referee today is Lawrence Hale. Done a good job in the middle. Musa Hatan Gamana is the assistant referee on the far side near the benches. Ava Flores is the 4th official, and the assistant referee over here is Alfred Wims. Give Alabama State credit, Eddie. They're not backing off at all.
No, they're not. And I'd be shocked if, again, the coaching staff for Jackson State weren't expecting that. I'm certain they had conversations about it leading up to this game.
Second ball won by Jackson State. Possibilities here. That shot is wide. They just need a little more composure in front of goal.
Yeah, but again, you've got that little combination play, whether it's in the midfield, whether it's up front between 2 of the forwards. Creating chances for Jackson State. I don't think she needs to shoot right away there.
Taylor Williams led Jackson State in goals this season with 5 plus 2 assists. 2 of those 5 goals came in this matchup in the regular season, hosted by Alabama State at the end of September. Good work from the Ivory Coast native, Emanuela Yappi. Ryan Hawthorne Harper, the co-leading scorer with 5 goals, 1 assist. Sarah Portis added 3 goals, 3 assists. Direct ball here for Jackson State. Good defending. She went step for step and then cleared. It was Ramsey Griffith, the freshman from San Antonio Christian High School.
Hasn't been playing like a freshman today. She's come up with some timely tackles.
Two versus 2 in the corner. Kept in play on the end line. 2 in the box, and a free kick is given.
I believe the ball just trickled out over the end line. Great strength there.
Just over the end line. It's a goal. Jackson State had taken. She'll leave this.
Becomes more of an issue as the day wears on.
Well-weighted ball. Kalia Williams has scored. Kayla Williams. She scored twice against Alabama State in the regular season. She does it here at the SWAC Women's Soccer Championship. Her 6th goal of the season. Less than a minute left in the first half. The number 1 seed.
Well, you can see right there how much that means to them. I mean, this is a great pass. This is a top quality pass right there. The weight, the positioning, everywhere. The defender's on the wrong side of the ball, and again, composure in front of goal is so important. You don't have to bust the net, just pass it in. That's a great finish.
Kayla Williams, the goal. Sarah Portis, the assist. Team best 4th assist of the season for Sarah Portis.
She gets herself square to goalkeeper Corinne Brooks, and she can't guess. She's got to stay big and just enough pace on the pass into the goal.
Kayla Williams, all SWAC second team in the postseason awards announced this week.
Bet there's a deep sigh of relief on that bench over there for Jackson State.
One last one. Get it, go. Push. Go, go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Final seconds of the first half, and the shot is blocked. They waited till the 45th minute, but they get their goal from one of their star attackers, the Toronto, Ontario native, Kayla Williams. Her 6th goal of the season off a wonderful pass from Sarah Portis. 1-0 for the 1 seed, Jackson State. Eddie Robinson, your thoughts on the first half?
Listen, Alabama State came to play. They're not a pushover at all. There's a reason it's only 1-0 because Jackson State has been very aggressive, but this is the difference. What a pass and what a finish from Kayla Williams, the star.
Here is that goal. Left-footed, perfectly weighted. 1 touch to settle, 1 touch to finish.
And it makes it look a lot easier than it is.
Halftime here in Prairie View, Texas at the first of 4 quarterfinals. Number 1 seed, Jackson State has a goal from Kayla Williams, and they lead the number 8 seed, Alabama State. We'll take a break here on the SWAC Digital Network. Again, our halftime score, Jackson State 1, Alabama State nothing.
All right, y'all. I am going to remove the screen there for a second. That way we don't get flagged. I thought I got flagged just a minute ago when that playback not supported popped up. So I was like, oh crap. But anyway, solid first half. I think Jackson State had a lot of opportunities to put more points on the board. Honestly, I think the score should be at least 3-0 right now. Now there were a couple of balls that should have been put in the back of the net. But we finally got one. So big shout out to Kayla for that goal at the end to put us up 1-0. Just kind of I guess you could say kind of a recap there. As far as like the team play goes, I think we're playing really well. We are playing aggressive. We're playing smart. Playing smart is definitely the way to go. I'm loving how the defense is when they're outnumbered, they're collapsing down the middle to force Alabama State to the outside, because if you face them if you force them to the outside, it's harder to get in a good cross or a good shot or anything like that. So I like the game plan that coach is doing right now. But we got a whole nother half. It is 1-0. Anything can happen in the second half. I just hope that the Lady Tigers stick to their game plan. They play their game, and they continue to put more pressure on Alabama State. Toward the end of the half, Alabama State started to put more pressure on Jackson State, and it definitely was getting a little scary there at times. But again, big shout out to our defense for stepping up and being smart and making the plays that they needed to make. Again, I truly think that it should be 3-0 right now. I know there was one goal that definitely should have been made. I think it was one of the first shots that Jackson State made that should have put us up 1-0. And then the second goal was probably that corner kick that just went over Ryan's head. We just got to put more shots on goal. And that was the other thing, set pieces. Like, you know, we got to take advantage of every set piece that we get. You know, put more pressure on their back, on their backfield. Put more pressure on their defense. Because honestly, Bama State's getting lucky right now. They are getting absolutely lucky that we're not making every shot that we take. So, but anyway, halftime should be coming up here soon. Should be over with. But before we get back into the game, guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If y'all would like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Also, comment below what you think the final score is going to be. Give us your thoughts about the game so far. We would love to definitely talk about it a little bit more. Also, make sure y'all are tuning in this weekend. We got all the HBCU football games going on this weekend. I know Jackson State will be traveling to Itta to take on Mississippi Valley at Rice Tottenham. And you know, honestly, Valley has been they've been making a little bit of noise. I mean, I know they hadn't won many games, but they've been making some noise. They've been playing everybody that they've played so far pretty hard, pretty dominant. So I'm expecting a very physical game from that team. I still believe that Jackson State is going to come out on top and, you know, put us even closer to making the SWAC championship. So if you are traveling to Itta, make sure y'all stay safe, have fun, cheer on the Tigers, and yeah, all that good stuff. And I know there's a lot of implications going on right now with who's going to win the East. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a tie. I think there's a 3-way tie. I could be wrong between us, Bama State, and Bethune-Cookman. So, in essence, if we beat Bethune-Cookman, you know, we will definitely take the East. But I mean, we still have to win out regardless. We cannot afford to lose. Jackson State cannot afford to lose another conference game. You know, because if you think about it, we beat Bama State. If we beat Bethune-Cookman, then we should be a shoe-in for the SWAC championship and probably playing, I don't know, Prairie View, unless somebody like Grambling can knock them off or something like that. You know, honestly, I would love a rematch with Grambling. Because that game was definitely winnable, but you know, big shout out to Grambling for holding it down. Let's see. That is all that I really have right now as far as this halftime commentary. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I know some of y'all are probably at work right now, because so am I. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hopefully, we will be getting back to the second half of this battle against Jackson State and Alabama State for the quarterfinal. If you're going to continue to watch other matches, I believe Let's see who is up next after this game. If I'm not mistaken, I think Prairie View and Alabama A&M will be next at 1 p.m. And then we got Southern and Grambling at 4, Alcorn and Texas Southern at 7. And that will be pretty much the end of today's matches. So of course, whoever wins each match will go on to the semis. And yeah. But guys, again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I am about to switch back over. They hadn't started yet, but at least we will be on the screen whenever it happens. And go Tigers. Halftime should be over here soon. Just bear with us, and we will be back for the second half of Jackson State and Alabama State. This is the longest halftime I've ever seen in my life. Good Lord.
Final third. If they can clean that up a little bit, they can actually really test the goalkeeper, Taylor Osborne.
It was an assist from Sarah Portis. 6th goal of the season, a familiar Achilles heel for Alabama State. All 3 goals they've conceded against Jackson State have been scored by number 11, Kayla Williams, this year.
I'll tell you what I've been really impressed about today, Matt, is the back four for Jackson State. They're never rushed. They're never in a hurry. They never look like they're worried or scared. They're very composed and always compact.
Advantage was played. Look at that soft first touch from Sarah Portis. It's wide right. Now the cross comes in.
Portis trying to recreate that assist from the first half. Oh, great
Good ball from the left. Overhead kick attempted but blocked. It was Michaela Day with the cross, the sophomore from San Jose. Long range strike is in the back of the net. From 50 yards out. A golazo there.
What a
Zanaya
goal.
Gonzaga.
Heck of a shot.
I think she was a bit as surprised as we were. I wasn't expecting that shot, but I love the reaction. I mean, it's a great first touch to get it across her body, away from the defender, and then that wind just keeps carrying it away from Corrine Brooks. The celebration was everything. But that's another player that Coach Ted Flagaitis said doesn't get enough credit. Number 5, Zanaya Gonzaga.
And if you could not hear the teammates chant, they just chanted, "She's a freshman," celebrating the achievement from a freshman. From Sunrise, Florida, went to Archbishop McCarthy High School. Also a track and field athlete there. Second goal of the season for Gonzaga. She scored against Texas Southern. Now the mountain just got steeper to climb for Alabama State. Down 2-0 against the number 1 seed.
Good decision from a freshman. No need to try to win the ball. Just see it out. Good strength.
Score, Zanaya Gonzag. Alabama State does have a good history of winning titles in this tournament. They won 3 in a 5-year span from 2016 to 2020, but have not been back to the championships since winning that title in 2020. Hard challenge in midfield. Time will be called here.
I'm surprised the foul wasn't called there. Yapi gets to that ball, taps it to a teammate, gets clattered into, but she looks like she's going to be okay.
She was one of the players spotlighted before the game by Alicia Wilson when we chatted. She is from Ghana. More and more Africans getting an opportunity in American colleges. We've seen a lot of Canadians over the years, South Americans, Europeans. Now the next frontier is Africa. Great to see these opportunities for a player like Queenster Mensah. Just a freshman. Her freshman teammate, Emanuela Yapi, is from Ivory Coast.
Have been two of the names we've called quite a bit today. They've been influential for Alabama State. Second half starting a lot like the first did. Jackson State with a lot of possession, putting pressure on up higher the field. And Alabama State worked their way back into it after about 15 minutes. The aggression from both teams didn't wane at all over that halftime break.
A free kick coming now for Jackson State. High lofted delivery. It's headed towards goal, and it's covered up there by Brooks.
Another good ball from Kanaya Farmer. It's not often you see center backs taking those kind of set pieces. Not that far up the field.
Alabama A&M is in the house. Number 4 seed set to take on number 5 seed Prairie View A&M at the 1 o'clock quarterfinal. Game 2 of 4 today. Defending champion Southern is the 7 seed this year. They will take on Grambling State in the 3rd quarterfinal. Grambling State beat Jackson State 4-0 just a couple weeks ago. So that was the lone loss this season from the regular season champion. Hard foul at midfield. We might see our first booking here. He'll think about it, and he shows it.
I mean, you don't see very often when a referee decides to keep his card in his pocket when there's an intentional grab.
Emanuela Yapi in the book, the freshman from Ivory Coast.
And to be quite honest, I'm surprised that's the first yellow card we've seen today.
Yeah, officially 7 fouls for Alabama State. It feels like more.
Like a lot more. But hey, give them credit because they have been fighting hard.
Restart from Jackson State towards the top of the box. It's headed away. Sarah Portis, her assist on the opening goal, but she lost it here. There's a jersey tug. Here comes our next yellow card.
This is so unnecessary. It's 4 defenders versus 1 attacker. Oh, not necessary at all.
Portis in the book. Just a little sloppy here. She peeks over the shoulder. Touch let her down. And here comes the jersey pull.
Yeah, I mean, that's it's right in front of the official, but off the right of your screen, there's 3 more Jackson State defenders.
Who you got? Who you got? Stay with your man. Stay with your man.
And when you talk about 3 games in 4 days, you've got to be careful, not just with injuries, but discipline as well.
Zatsa Chevalier restarts again for Alabama State. It's a nice ball. It's off the stomach. But the offside flag comes
Wow.
up. No goal for Alabama State. Offside negates that chance.
And these are the ones you hate to see as a coach because she's on the back post, Jordan Williams. She can see every defender across that line. There's no need to be offside. It's a great first touch, a great finish. But you got to pay attention. When you can see every defender across that line, there's no excuse to be offside.
Direct ball headed backward. High bounce. You never know. First game of the day, how the field's going to play. And
With the wind.
a nervous moment there for Brooks.
Yeah, she's got to remember she's on the opposite side of the field now. The wind's coming at her. And that might have had something to do a little bit with that second goal.
Good composure there in midfield. Kayla Gomez, junior from Long Beach, went to the famous Long Beach Polytechnic. Diagonal ball here, picked up by Brooks.
Tell this Jackson State team's very well coached. Their positioning in the midfield, in the back, their movement, the combination play across the front. Probably going to take Alicia Wilson another year or 2 to get this team where she wants it. But they've certainly got some parts and pieces.
The target is Kayla Williams. Out comes the goalkeeper, Corinne Brooks, to make the cover.
We'll say this referee's letting him play today. He's been consistent. Got to give him that.
Excellent shielding as Serenity tried to keep that in play. Here comes a few changes, 2 for Alabama State, 1 for Jackson State.
Checking in for number 13.
Michaela Day will depart for Jackson State.
Checking in for number 10, George Williams, is number 17, McKinley.
McKinley Hacker comes on for Jordan Williams. Also entering for Alabama State, Ariana James, a junior from Grand Blanc, Michigan. Jordan Williams, the freshman from Lexington, Kentucky. McKinley Hacker just came on. She's from Maricopa, Arizona. Senior forward. Gonzaga will throw it in. Her goal made it 2-0 early in the second half. Goal kick. Eddie, we always hear from coaches first 5 minutes of the half, first 5 minutes after a goal. The 2 goals for Jackson State come in the final 5 minutes of the first half, the first 5 minutes of the second half.
So important. Those game restarts, halftime, kickoff, after a goal, as you mentioned, which can be easy to let off mentally and let the opponent back in the game. But this is where Jackson State has excelled this season, defending. I mean, they are not an easy team to score against.
Free kick coming. McKinley Hacker, she just came off the bench with Maricopa High School in Arizona. She's a senior.
But on that far post, 3 tall attackers for Alabama State heading that direction. Great ball.
Throw-in coming for the Hornets of Alabama State.
Great play. Just a bit too much weight on that through ball, but the vision. Excellent. And there's that build-up play we were talking about in the first half with Jackson State. They played.
Zanaya Gonzag, the goal scorer early second half. Shot came about 50 yards from goal. No look pass there. Sarah Portis, tremendous defending on the backside from the right back. She tried the clever little back heel, didn't come off.
If it had gone through, there was another runner heading into the box there.
Yappy running the channels, doing the dirty work. She keeps possession here. I feel like we need a Alabama State midfielder or attacker coming to Yappy. She did so well, had to turn, then it's a 20 to 30 yard pass she has to make. Just needs a little support.
Yeah, she seems very clever too. I mean, a little 1-2 pass can get her around one of those center backs, which has proved almost impossible to do today for Alabama State. Ooh.
Yappy, shoulder to shoulder. Yappy's in. Yappy off the crossbar. Still alive. And now cleared. Closest chance today. It falls to Emanuela Yappy, the freshman from Ivory Coast.
I wonder who was talking to that goal before the game, because that's twice now it's kept out. 2 goals. Great work from Yappy. And another missed opportunity, and this time it's for Alabama State. God, how this game could have changed with still 30 minutes left. But for as big a cliche as it is, it's so important to remember that 2-0 is the most dangerous score in soccer. If you're up 2-0, you start feeling comfortable, you make a mental error, and your opponent's right back in it.
Yappy looking for her first SWAC goal, scored twice this season, both in non-conference, once against Mercer, the other against Kennesaw State. Okay, another moment in transition, Eddie, in midfield.
You know, that time Portis just wanted to try to do too much.
Player down behind the play for Jackson State.
This is what you want to do. You want to win the ball back as quickly as possible. And that's what Jackson State did. Now they've got 2 players on the ground. My goodness. This has been a physical battle. And there's another look at that shot from Yappy. Does a great job to push that defender away, and she's in behind. Nothing anyone else can do about it except goalkeeper Taylor Osborne, who probably giving that post a hug and a peck, saying thank you.
Sarah Portis back to her feet, went to Catella High School in Anaheim, California. First team all-conference pick. Assisted on the first goal to teammate Kayla Williams at the end of the first half. Chance for a third here. Good tackle. Perfect timing.
I think it's starting to look like, Matt, we're getting to a point here where the referee needs to put his foot down a little bit. He doesn't want to let this game get out of control. He has done a great job of being consistent today, letting both teams play. It's getting a little bit fierier.
Throw-in coming for Alabama State, under 28 minutes to go. Number 1 seed Jackson State has a lead through goals from Kayla Williams and Zanaya Gunzog. Jackson State trying to get back to the SWAC title game for the first time in 3 years. Free kick in midfield.
And that's what you love from your center forward. It's not always necessary to be able to turn and beat the defender. You're just taking pressure off of your defending group, getting more numbers forward just by drawing a foul in that situation.
And there she is, spotlighted before the game. Queenster Mensa, great defensive midfield play to see that layoff pass coming.
She's been tough in that midfield for Alabama State today. And as a freshman, you've got to believe that Alicia Wilson is very excited about the prospects of having her for 4 years.
Nothing to sneeze about.
God bless you. God bless you.
Restart coming just in front of Dr. Ted Flogaitis, the Jackson State head coach. Here it comes. In the air a long time. Here comes the goalkeeper of the year to make the claim. It's Taylor Osborne.
Good communication with her defender there. Nice and loud and assertive.
Taylor Osborne knows how to use her hands in sports. In high school in Florida, Eddie, she played soccer and flag football.
Oh, wow.
She was a goalkeeper, quarterback, wide receiver, and a safety. It's one of those up-and-coming sports, flag football at the high school level for ladies.
It's great for all-season training to keep your fitness up.
Yep.
But it also, too, for a goalkeeper, I mean, you just get more comfortable catching the ball, throwing the ball, distributing the ball.
Number 29, Jalen Moore. Number 16, Jose Tierra Ena Olaco.
Ina Olaco comes on. She's from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia in Canada. Halifax Christian Academy, we see the stats so far. Pretty dominant for Jackson State, 10-2 advantage in shots.
Yeah, I mean, this is where Alabama State's going to look back if they want to go back and watch the game. If they don't get a result out of this and say to themselves, we had some opportunities. If that last pass would have been a little bit better.
The other substitute, Elon Sheffield Jr. from Georgia Cyber Academy in Atlanta, Georgia. And she came on for Desire Tablado. Olaco entered for Moore. That's better from Jackson's or Alabama State on the build. Triangle passing. Into the feet. Yappy turns. Great turn on her left. The shot is just wide. So close. Emanuela Yappy, her second good chance of the half.
Wow, this turn. I mean, it's excellent. Great first time pass into her feet. Good turn. Moves it to her left foot away from the defender so the defender can't get a block on it. Man, just the last 10 minutes. Yappy could have had 2, and this game could have been tied.
She is fun to watch. Very crafty at the center forward position.
Just has an engine. Doesn't stop running. Doesn't seem to get tired.
Serenity Safiula returns. Went to Hillsborough High School in Nashville. She's a freshman. She came on for Ariana James. Great first touch. Under pressure, and then she found a teammate with the first pass. Portis down the line.
Great ball.
Asia Wilson. Early cross. It's a tap in. What a team goal. All it takes is 2 passes, and now it's 3 for the #1 seed and regular season champion Jackson State. It's her again. Kayla Williams, her second today, and her 4th in 2 games this season against Alabama State.
Well, this is a fantastic pass. The weight, the position, the first time cross. She picks her head up, sees her, makes it just an easy tap in. But we've got to go back to number 32, Jalen Greer in the back. That composure you just spoke of to start this whole play. What a team goal.
Yeah, it's a forward ball, Alabama State. She has a decision. Clear it. She takes a touch. She finds Portis. 2 passes later. It went from the back to the back of the net in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, and she does a great job under pressure to keep that first touch on the ground. And then this one, just, I mean, you can't really ask for anything better if you're a wide player.
How about the season here for Kayla Williams? 7 goals, 4 of those coming in 2 matchups against Alabama State.
Whereas composure on the tap in there was excellent.
And Eddie, I do feel a bit of a tactical change from Dr. Ted Flogaitis. First half, we saw Kayla Williams as a right winger. Now she's more of a center forward.
Yep.
They pushed her central. She was right between the posts for that cross from the left.
She does provide that pass into feet a little bit more than anyone who was there in the first half. Oh, great play again.
Good touch. Portis lost it under a good challenge.
Just trying to do too much again. She wants in on that scoring.
Yappy. Emanuela Yappy lost her footing, goes down. There was a push according to the referee. Free kick coming. Kiana Farmer really disagrees with that call.
And she does everything right there. Kiana Farmer does everything right there. She knows she's got support on her inside. So she tries to push Yappy out wide. She actually makes Yappy turn around, and as soon as you do that as a defender, you get really tight and see how far you can get them to play backwards. I mean, that's textbook.
McKinley Hacker, senior from Arizona, to restart here, about 25 yards from goal. She will go for goal, and she slices it high.
I don't think Taylor Osborne was expecting that.
Oh, by the way, the assist on that last goal came from Asia Wilson. It was a really well taken delivery. She hasn't played much this year. 9 appearances off the bench, less than 300 minutes. That was her first assist.
Well, especially when you get into these conference tournaments where the games come nonstop, 3 and 4 days. You've got to be able to lean on players who don't play that often. They're going to have to step up in big moments, and she sure did right there. I mean, that was a perfect pass across the face of goal.
She played in 3 matches last year, 9 so far this year. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Palo Verde High School.
Don't let up. I need 10. I need 10.
Bend but not break for 44 minutes for Alabama State, but since that opening goal, they've conceded twice more. Here comes Wilson again. She just had an assist. Wilson towards the end line. She crosses again. Backheel attempt. It's in! Another assist from Wilson. Another goal for Jackson State. And the regular season champs have 4.
I think that means something to her. I mean, what can you say here? Asia Wilson stepping up again. But how about that? Goalkeeper Corinne Brooks is not expecting it. Goes right through her legs. Just a nice little composed finish. And it's right through the goalkeeper's legs. She doesn't even see it coming. What another great team goal from Jackson State.
Ina Olako with the goal, the Canadian. That is her first goal of the season.
I'd need to take a breather after that celebration.
We saw a goal like that a few weeks back in the NWSL. Sofia Cantore, a wonderful Italian player with a similar back heel at the near post. Maybe some inspiration there. So she transferred from St. Peter's University to Jackson State. 13th appearance, produces her first goal.
So what we just saw was Sarah Portis, who's been getting assists, playing in the attack today, go all the way back for a challenge. You think these kids don't want to win? Man.
And I love the simple play there from a role player in AJ Wilson. 2 assists off the bench in the second half. Basically the same delivery. She gets to the end line, she plays it low to a good spot, and her teammates pick her up.
Yeah, but again, Sarah Portis just shows why.
Portis into the feet, nice use of the body to shield off her defender. From Kayla Williams, she scored twice today. And now Jackson State must be thinking about resting its players for tomorrow. Short turnaround.
Yeah.
With all due respect for the opponent, you want to think about tomorrow and a potential game on Sunday. Yappy, good first touch, clever turn. Sensational from Yappy there. And the referee says none of that. And there's a booking. Jalen Greer, the senior from Aurora, Colorado, goes in the book.
Oh, Kiana Farmer does the right thing there. She goes, gets hold of her, tells her to turn around and walk away, because you can't afford to lose her. Going to be big, this team, this Jackson State team, in the next couple games. Smart decision.
Double change coming here from Alabama State.
Checking in for Jackson State. For Alabama State's number 17,
McKinley Hacker comes back.
Number 10, George Williams. And checking in.
Hacker goes off. Williams comes back
Number
on.
13, Brianna Sykes. Number 20, Jenna Scholes.
Jenna Scholes comes back, junior from Menasha, Wisconsin. She replaces Brianna Seitz. Now Scholes transferred to Alabama State from University of Wisconsin Parkside.
Now it's starting to get even more chippy. The referee needs to start calling a little bit more. Because it's also his job to help these players stay on the field, make it to the next game. Sometimes, as games go on, as a referee, officiating the game based on how the players are reacting. Now, he has been very consistent today in what he's called and what he's allowed.
Alabama A&M, Prairie View A&M, the next quarterfinal matchup set for a 1 p.m. kickoff. Jackson State beat both of their potential semifinal opponents in the regular season. They beat Alabama A&M 2-0 in September. They beat Prairie View A&M at home 4-0 October 5th. Again, the only loss of the season on the road at Grambling, 4-0 October 12th. This goal scoring has to be encouraging for Dr. Ted Flogaitis, Eddie, because despite winning the regular season championship, Jackson State only scored 1 goal in its final 3 games.
It's funny that you bring that up right now, because I was just thinking about how when you get to the end of the season, that's when you want to be peaking. And defensive side for Jackson State, they've been excellent all year. But as you just mentioned, the attacking side has lacked a little bit. Today they've been very excellent. Their combination play, their awareness, their vision, their finishing in front of goal. And if they can play like this 2 more games, they're going to be difficult to beat.
A painful hip in that moment from Serenity Sefiula.
Jackson State's number 11, Caleb Williams, number 18.
Yeah, I think this is a smart move
And checking in for number 7.
by Coach Flogaitis.
Layla Anderson comes on for the 2-goal scorer, Kayla Williams.
Yep, that's smart. I think she should just go have a seat and get her start preparing for tomorrow.
Layla Anderson from Jackson, Mississippi, went to Richland High School before Holmes Community College, also spent time at the IMG Academy in Florida. Here comes Portis.
Oh, I'll tell you what, she's been amazing today, understanding where the runs are coming from, how the pace of the ball. Yes, she's overhit it a couple of times, but she's been accurate more times than not.
Throw. Jackson State extremely efficient, Eddie, in the second half. 4 shots taken, 3 goals scored.
Are they peaking, attacking-wise? Sure seems like it today.
Clock stopped. Something away from the ball. 4th official brings over the center referee. Might be some talking to for the Alabama State bench here. Head referee Lawrence Hill walks over. Looks like a player just entered for injury. Adriana Gallucci comes on for an injured player from Alabama State.
Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen a referee stop live action. to allow a substitution. Huh.
Restart will be given back to Jackson State. Bouncing ball, top of the box. Eventually cleared here by Alabama State. Gunzar.
Again.
Here she is, the star of the second half. Asia Wilson with 2 assists, crosses out with well.
I'd love to see her take on that defender. 1v1, get yourself inside of the box.
Good interception, good anticipation. Portis absorbs the contact. There's a push in the back, free kick coming to Alabama State.
She holding her shoulder? Sure looks like she's in some pain.
All right, y'all. Hold, please. Hold on 1 second.
Medical
There we go.
trainer to get on there as quick as possible. Her teammates look a little concerned. She's holding on to her shoulder.
It's Adriana Gallucci, who just entered as a substitute. Freshman out of MP St. Joseph High School in Ontario.
Oh yeah, she's in some serious pain. Hopefully she's okay.
Difficult to watch the pain for Gallucci there.
Haley, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day at work. Go Tigers.
Checking in for number 6, Adriana Gallucci. Number 18, Morgan Dunham.
Morgan Dunham comes on to replace her at Bob Jones High School, Madison, Alabama. Jackson State did not score until the 45th minute. Kayla Williams, her first to 2 goals, assisted by Sarah Portis. And then just 2 minutes into the second half, a 50-yard golazo from distance from the freshman Zanaya Gunzog. And then Williams got her second. Ina Olako, her first of the season. Both of those assisted by Asia Wilson, the substitutes. Zanaya Gunzog. Kiana Farmer steps forward to restart.
This one, I don't think you need to get into the box. Over on the right side of the field, there's nothing but space and only a Jackson State player standing over there, as you can see now.
Here's the restart, punched away by Corinne Brooks. Long range strike, again into the hands of Brooks.
see as the players start getting a little more fatigued, some of the decision making isn't as sharp as it was earlier.
And Kiana Farmer, second team all-conference pick out of Foothill High School, Orange County, California. Anderson. Direct ball, intended for Alako. Love the celebration from Alako. Back heel goal, her first goal of the season. She ran all the way the length of the field to celebrate with her teammates.
Gotta love to see it. There's nothing like that camaraderie in team sports, especially at this point in the season, when you do got to rely on so many different players to get the job done.
Another injured player, unfortunately, this one for Jackson State right at midfield. Training staff comes on for the Tigers.
Finally getting her rolled over. That's good to see.
It looks like Ina Alako, the goal scorer. Kiana Farmer, Kyla Gomez, two of her teammates looking on shortly nearby. To reset our schedule for today, Alabama A&M 4C takes on Prairie View A&M. That game will begin at 1 p.m. Central Time. Then it's Grambling State, the 2 seed, against the defending tournament champion Southern. That's at 4 p.m. Southern's the 7 seed this year. And then the last quarterfinal tonight under the lights, Texas Southern, the 3 seed, against number 6 Alcorn State.
Get another look at it here. Oh, wow. She's just kind of got her in a reverse headlock. That right arm from the defender, left arm from the defender comes around. She almost just pushes her into the ground. That's going to be painful.
Tough challenge from Morgan Dunham, the Alabama State midfielder.
She's walking off on her own power. That's good to see.
Checking in for Jose Tierra Ina Olako is number 25, Jackson State. Cora Kimmick.
Cora Kimmick comes on, the injured player. Ina Olako. Kimmick's a freshman from Eagan, Minnesota, and East Ridge High School. Another restart here, too far for Asia Wilson.
I think she'll be good. Simply, maybe look like a slight head injury, or maybe like some pressure on her neck. She was holding her neck when she went down.
Ah, see a quick goalkeeper change. Love to see that.
Jackson State. Number 1, Taylor Osborne.
Now it's up to her to maintain that
Goodlow.
0 up in the left corner of your screen.
Valentina Goodlow, sophomore out of Atlantic Coast High School in Jacksonville. She played about 15 minutes in the 4-0 loss against Grambling State, replacing Taylor Osborne. Good idea on the switch. It does not quite come off for Alabama State. Desire Tablato turning in midfield.
Go ahead, Carla, go ahead.
Go through. Wide up.
Ooh.
Another crunching challenge. Alabama State's not going weakly into the night.
No, they are not. This is where the referees got to start taking more control. I mean, you don't want to see a player from either team overreact because of a bad foul that the referee could easily put his foot down, be a little more inclined to give fouls this late in the game, because you just don't want to see any team lose a player to discipline issues.
That also looked like a clear yellow card to me.
Listen, I think it should have been, but again, I've mentioned.
All right,
again,
Sarah,
he's
you
been
need to
very
put this in the
consistent.
back of the net, near post.
Sarah Portis will take this. She has an option to her left. It's the playmaker, Asia Wilson. Portis will go for goal. And it's wide of the far post.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
Corinne Brooks has done her best. She had a really good save inside the first 10 minutes to keep it 0-0, but she's been under constant pressure today. Making 4 saves. Morgan Goldman playing a teammate here. Layla Anderson now. Eddie, what has impressed you most about the performance from Jackson State today?
Well, I mean, obviously the attacking play has been really, really good. I mean, there's been no luck in any of this. It's been good soccer, combination play. You're going to get tired of me saying that about this team, but that's what makes them so effective going forward. The 1 and 2 touch passes, not dwelling on the ball, moving it from right to left in situations like this, finding the open space on the field. Again, just like this. Now you've got a 2v1 out wide.
Zanaya Gunzak. Good idea from that left wing position.
She again was one of the ones that Coach Fagaitas called out before the game, said she doesn't get enough recognition. It's hard to get recognition as a freshman, but when you put on the performance that she has today, people are going to start to open their eyes.
Check in. Check in.
5 minutes left in the first quarterfinal from Prairie View. 2 goals from Kayla Williams pacing this number 1 seed Jackson State. Jackson State lost in the final to Grambling State 2 years ago. They beat Grambling in the final 3 years ago. Missed the championship game last year.
Number 29, Jalen Moore.
Jalen Moore returns from Ohio.
Number 32, Jalen Greer. Number 28, Michaela Sturkey.
Kayla Sturkey will come on. Transfer from Sonoma State in Northern California. She went to Steel Canyon High School in Jamul, California. And Eddie, I would say for this Alabama State team, headed towards defeat today, but a 2-win season, this was something to build upon, going toe-to-toe with this number 1 seed for the first 44 minutes, something to build upon confidence-wise and belief-wise for next year.
And when arguably your best 2 players on the day are both freshmen, I mean, you've got to be excited about what could be to come over the next couple years for this Alabama State team. You know, you've got to give Coach Alicia Wilson a little bit of time to get used to the players, for the players to get used to her, for her to implement her way of play. I think there's lots to be happy about moving forward for Alabama State.
Portis to the wide right channel. Jackson State not sitting on its 4-goal lead. There's a cross. Caught by Corinne Brooks.
Well, one way to slow the game down and waste a little bit of time. Jump on your opponent's back. I used to do that multiple times.
That was just a Tuesday morning
Gotta
for
be
Eddie at practice.
A little more subtle about it. But
Gonzaga. She scored the second of the 4 goals. 2 for Kayla Williams, 1 for Zanaya Gonzaga. And the last of the 4, Ina Olako, first goal of the season for the Nova Scotia native. There's a chance. The shot is pushed wide. A good chance in behind that time from Layla Anderson.
and this, I'm curious if she beats the goalkeeper and the goalkeeper takes her down. It's not given as a foul. Maybe the referee sees where the score is, but hey, take away from that good play.
Here's a change. 2 minutes remaining.
Checking in for number 4, Asia Wilson. Number 18, Layla
Well,
Anderson.
if you didn't see that second goal for Jackson State from Gonzaga today, just make sure you tune into the conference tournament highlights, because I guarantee you it will be there.
Layla Anderson returns. Asia Williams departs. What a second half she had. Again, 9 games this year, 200 minutes played. She's been a role player, but she played her role with aplomb today. 2 beautiful assists from the left wing area.
Great adjective.
Aplomb, yeah.
Yes, very good.
Thank you, bro. Been reading that Webster's dictionary as of late.
All right.
Trying to bone up on the spicy vocab.
Okay.
Number 26, Mariah.
No, she did show up, and that's what you need. There's so many games and so many minutes to go around.
Desire Tablado will get a break here at the end of this first quarterfinal. Mariah Burnett comes on. She's from Renton, Washington. He's in high school, sophomore defender. Zanaya Gonzaga throws it in.
There you go, Kyla. There you go.
Kyla Gomez. A minute 45 left in the first quarterfinal.
Hopefully this game is indicative of what we've got ahead of us today. Very enjoyable game to watch. Great there from Kimmick. Another freshman. Both of these teams have had their fair share of freshmen contributing significantly today.
Portis nearly lost it. Time and space at the back.
1 minute.
That secondary run's going to work here for Jackson State. Early cross is blocked. And a deep throw in for Alabama State. Alicia Wilson will have a full off season. Again, she was hired at the end of March. It's quite difficult to build a team with just a few months before the season starts. But she'll bring her 15 years of experience to this off season. Last year's Navarro College team achieved a #1 ranking at the JUCO level after her 5 years at West Florida. Final seconds from Prairie View. The #1 seed backed up its hype in regular season with a 4-goal showing today. And they will rest up for tomorrow's semifinal against the winner of our next game, which will kick off at 1 p.m. Central Time between #4 seed Alabama A&M, #5 seed Prairie View A&M. Eddie Robinson, your thoughts on this one?
Listen, Jackson State, they showed their quality today. Alabama State showed a lot of potential for coming seasons. It was a great game. It was fun to watch, and I'm looking forward to what the rest of the day has in store for us.
2 more goals. Kayla Williams up to 7 on the season. She has scored 4 goals in 2 games this year against Alabama State. The other goals, first of the season for both. Zanaya Gunzog, that came from about 50 yards out. And then a beautiful back heel goal from Ina Alako, her first of the season. The last 2 goals assisted by Asia Wilson. We will sign off from Prairie View first.
All right, y'all. Solid game. Solid first game. Most definitely. Ladies came in and made some plays in the second half. So big shout out to Kayla for her 2 goals, and then Alako with that beautiful back heel goal. That was just beautiful. And then also Gonzaga with that nice Steph Curry shot, but they overall the team played excellent ball. Definitely communicated well, offensively and defensively. Alabama State gave us a slight scare. That Yappy girl, she is good. I'm just gonna be honest with you, she's really good. I'm surprised she didn't at least put 1 in the net. But we got the rest of the day. We got Alabama A&M and Prairie View up next. So the winner of that game will play us tomorrow at 3 p.m. So definitely make sure y'all stay tuned because I will be streaming that game as well. And heck, we may even get to watch the other quarterfinal as well before everything is said and done. But anyway, guys, I know some of y'all are probably at work right now, so I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. Leave a comment below, and we will see y'all tomorrow afternoon. Go Tigers.